Salut, salut, moi c'est Ellie et je veux te montrer pourquoi et comment Bonjour Brilliance peut te pistonner avec ton français et te rendre beaucoup plus, te donner beaucoup plus de succès avec ton apprentissage de cette langue superbe. Alors, bonjour, hello, I'm Ellie and I want to talk to you a little bit about and show you really how Bonjour Brilliance can make a really big difference and make you a really successful French learner. So let's get straight into it. There's three things, there's three ways I'm going to show you, and I'm going to go straight to it and see what you think. The first one is I'm on the French Room website at the moment, so thefrenchroom.org, which I'll put it down in the description anyhow. And I'm just going to show you straight away that once you're signed into this website, into my website, then you will be given an account. And there's a number of different things you can get there, but the exciting one is this one, profile. I'm going to click on profile. There we go. Now in the profile, you find out all sorts of interesting information about yourself. So you can see how many courses you're signed up for. You can see how many hours you've worked on it. This is my profile. Look how many hours I've worked on it. You can see how many things you've posted, where you've posted, because we've got the community chat as well, and any achievements that you've been awarded. And let me just scroll down, and also where you're based if you want to put that on there. So, I've gained all of these achievements because obviously I'm quite active in the chat. But if I wanted to know what have I been saying in the chat, or where have people been replying to me, then I can just click on activity there, and I can see all the things that people have said to me, and all the things that I've said back, all the replies I've made. I can look at the likes that I've given, upvotes where I think something's great, so I've upvoted it, or even polls as well. That's quite useful information. But what's really interesting in the profile, in your profile page, is that you get to see all your courses in one place. And so, there's a free Learn French mini course, which is just for you to assess your level. So if you haven't tried that, give that a try. I'll link that below as well. Bonjour Brilliance, which is my subscription service, where I'm going to be emailing you frequently across the week, giving you prompts and making suggestions for things that you might find interesting and that you can learn from. Even more exciting are the libraries, because in the libraries you've got this great archive of tutos that I've recorded for you, activities, all sorts of different things based around the main skills of speaking the language. So grammar, vocabulary, listening, pronunciation, and reading as well. So for example, let's think about how you might use the grammar library, for example. And here I'm going to come to the second great way that Bonjour Brilliance, because if you have Bonjour Brilliance, by the way, you get all of this library free attached. So when I talk about Bonjour Brilliance, I'm talking about what you get from me. And I'm regularly in contact with you and prompting you and motivating you if you're French. But not only that, you are also getting everything that I've ever recorded in an organised way that will help you to dip in and out for things which you find really interesting or that you need to focus on. But if you're having classes with me, there's even a bigger benefit. So if I click on the Learn French Grammar Library, for example, so say you're getting ready to have a class, and let's say that you are, by the way, I'm just scrolling down to the page and I'm getting into the library. So here's the library. And let's say that you are level 1, for example, and you're working with this book, the Grammaire progressive du français, which I recommend everybody buy who's learning with the French Room. You're working with that, and we've been working through that book, and hey, all the way through this library you've got tutorials where I have created tutorials for you on pretty much every single page of the book. So that's got to be useful. Now, say in the class we said, next week we're going to be studying les possessives, page 35-36. So we're going to be on these pages in the book. All right, so we say that we're going to do that next week. So before the class, ideally, click on that. You will watch this tuto, which is like having an extra lesson from me.
Aujourd'hui, et là, on regarde
And
les
there you
possessions.
see, so there I've got a video that's about les possessifs, a tutorial, and it's 10 minutes long. There we go, and you can stop and start it as much as you like. You can make your notes, and it's like going over the piece in advance of the class. Or alternatively, you can do it after the class for consolidation. So that's the second really, really useful thing about Bonjour Brilliance, and how it really does actually make people very successful at their learning. If you follow Bonjour Brilliance and you have your classes and you do it regularly enough, you can get to fluency within 18 months to 2 years. I've seen it happen, so that's why I'm saying that. Now, the third one is, well, how will you know what to study? And the third one is that when you're part of the French room, anybody who's part of the French room, you don't have to subscribe to Bonjour Brilliance to get this. You'll be part of the community. Now, I see, let me see that. Let me see. You won't see as many different groups as this because you won't be as part of many groups, but this is what I see. So imagine that you're in level 1, the scenario that we've just taken. And there we go. And then next week we're going to be studying page 36 of your grammar book. So I've told you in the community chat that that's what we're going to be studying, and I've probably told you in the class, hopefully, as well. You can then go into your grammar library and you can see, you can watch the tutorial, and you can also, let me go back. Oh, sorry, now this is a view I have. Let me go back. Preview to the French room. And you can also go back to your profile, which you find in here, my account, profile, opening up your activity, but more excited, you can see all those courses. And if you want to see how well you're doing and how you're progressing, if you look on each of those pictures, it's got a percentage. So for the Bonjour Brilliance, 52%, on 30% of this course. But if I look at the Learn Grammar, I've done 36%. Also, if I want to, let me just click back here. I could scroll into the library. I might be level 1, but I said, oh, I would be like to see what's coming up ahead. Well, there's nothing to stop you. You don't have to wait to be level 2 to start working on things level 2. You've got the book, you've got the tutos here, and at the end of each block that you complete, and you can see whether you're completing them with the arrows down the side. Oh, I've done those ones, but I haven't done this one. And at the end of each block, there you go, you can claim your certificate. And that certificate, by the way, is shareable on LinkedIn as well. So, 3 ways that Bonjour Brilliance will make you a really successful learner in French. And I really hope that you get the most out of it, because it's been proven, it works, and it makes you a happier French learner too. Thank you. Merci. Au revoir.